For decades, critics said King David was a myth. Then, in 1993, an archaeologist picked up a broken stone in northern Israel, and everything changed. For most of the 20th century, mainstream archaeology called King David a legend, a folk hero, a literary invention. No physical evidence, no inscriptions, nothing. Then, in 1993, everything changed. At Tel Dan, in northern Israel, a team of archaeologists found broken pieces of a basalt stone. When they assembled the fragments, they found something that had never been found before in the ancient world outside the Bible. An inscription, in ancient Aramaic, dated to the 9th century BC. And it contained 3 words: Beit David, House of David. This is what scholars call the Tel Dan Stele. It was written by an Aramean king, an enemy of Israel, boasting about his military victories. He wasn't talking about a legend. He was talking about a ruling dynasty, a real king, a real throne, a real house. You don't inscribe your enemies on a monument unless they were powerful enough to fight. Some scholars tried to argue the inscription said something else, but the scholarly consensus has now settled. The Tel Dan Stele is the first, and most significant, extra-biblical reference to King David ever found. It is currently in the Israel Museum in Jerusalem. This doesn't prove everything in the Bible. Archaeology never proves faith. But it does prove the Bible was recording real history, real kings, real kingdoms, real enemies, in real time. Not centuries later, not mythology, history. The stone is broken, but the message is clear. Subscribe. We bring the Bible out of the ground every week.